with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah. It's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle, and I will be joined here in just a second by my brother Tim. He's currently backstage with his cameras off. But with that being said, we have a small slate for you guys today. We only have 5 games in the NBA and 6 games in the NBA. 7 games in the NBA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in the NBA, 4 in the NHL. I've moved on 1 NHL game. I'm kind of staring down another one that I would like to make a move in. And yeah, I think this could be an interesting slate for tomorrow or for today. There's a bigger slate tomorrow in hockey, obviously. And then there's a couple spots I'm looking at on this NBA card. I'm going to be moving on a couple college basketball games here in just a little bit. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. 1 win right, 1 win wrong in the world of sports betting. It should have been a 4th straight winning day for me, except for I was an idiot and added a play late, which lost. But it is what it is. College basketball was slamming for me yesterday, 8-2, up 2.73 units. The Dolphins of Jacksonville never in doubt. Down 11 at halftime, come back. And we're up 10 points with 1:20 to go and won by 2.
Yeah, it was a sweat.
Yeah. Troy lost by 3. Western Kentucky covered the plus 2.5, but lost the money line. Washington plus 2, Washington plus 115. Winner.
I will say real quick with that New Mexico State game, I gave out 1.5 on balling out. You got 2.5. It split right at 2. So both of us would have won. Just figure out the other one out there. Anyways, keep going.
Gonzaga minus 12. I think they were down at halftime, or it was tied at halftime. They blew them out in the second half, which was beautiful. Santa Clara minus 11 was easy. Talk about easy. Cal State Bakersfield as a 3-point dog win by 20 points.
Yes.
So the plus 3, the plus 135 comes through last night. Hockey kicked my ass, and I should have left off one play that I added late, and if I would have done that, I would have been up a half a unit rather than down half a unit. Overall on the night. 3-6 overall. Blackhawks. I took a shot. I'm not mad at that. That was a loser. Tampa Bay got the job done, minus 135. Montreal plus 160, lost. I'm going to go right back to fading the Senators tomorrow. I'll promise you that tomorrow the Winnipeg Jets will be on my card. I just got to figure out whether it'll be puck line or minus 1 line. Let's see if they have. I think they do have odds for. Stop skipping on me, stupid bet stamp. Winnipeg minus 149. Yeah, I could play the Winnipeg minus 1 tomorrow. Perfect. I'll be on Winnipeg minus 1 tomorrow. I promise that because I know my numbers are going to punch that out. So Winnipeg minus 1 will be a play for me tomorrow as I'll continue to try to fade the Ottawa Senators. Loser last night with it, though. Blues minus 105 was a loser, but the over 5.5 was a winner. Those 2 teams will play tomorrow as well. It'll be in St. Louis this time. I'll probably be back on the Blues. The Maple Leafs get the job done, but the Kraken come up short, and the Yotes do as well. And then I added Nashville, LA over 6 when they announced Rittich in that last night. And wow, was that game frustrating. Because if you look at the stats, you look on the shots on goal, and you look at the you look at the expected goals in that game, the game finished 2-1. I had the over 6. The Kings, who scored 1 goal, had 5.08 expected goals. The Nashville Predators, who scored 2 goals, had 3.37 expected goals. So all of a sudden, Saros, who's been complete ass this year, and Red Light Rittich were way above average last night. It pissed me off. But that's beyond the point. That's just a right bet, wrong result because I got goalied, which is frustrating because none of those 2 goalies have been goaling anybody this year. So 3-6 down 3.20 units in hockey, 11-8 down 0.48 units overall, because obviously hockey bets are bigger than my college basketball bets, and a couple of my college basketball bets were 0.2 unit bets on money lines. Overall, in the month of January, 135, 134, and 2, up 3.58 units. And it's the same numbers for 2024. And so snap the 3-day winning streak. Hopefully we'll get back on the winning ways today. It was only down half a unit, but still frustrating that I added a play late, and that cost me a fourth straight winning day.
I will say I'm very, very happy with how this year is going so far. I will say I'm annoyed that the one sport that is not profitable on the site is NBA, and it's down like 5 units. Because on the year so far, 141 and 117, up 25.22 units. And with yesterday's results, our best sport went from hockey, which is still up 11.26 now. Fantastic. College basketball, that's up 13.5. We've just absolutely been nailing college basketball, and I've been really, really happy with that. Yesterday, no exception, up 6.03 units. We did start off with the 2 losses, St. Louis and Montreal. That's fine. Not worried about it. Wish Nick put up Tampa Bay puck line. That would have been nice. But Tampa Bay money line winner. New Hampshire winner. Georgia Southern, I gave out at 2.5 on Ballin' Out. I got 3 on the site. It pushed on the site. So be it. Jacksonville, -120, winner. I'm going to save that game for the end because I want to mention something because I know he watches our shows. So I want to mention him at the end. Bulls, winner. Morehead State, winner. Seattle, +6. Never in doubt. I was annoyed when it went to overtime, and it barely came through in overtime. Troy, all right. I will say, if we didn't judge it off of our numbers, South Florida might have been a play yesterday, but it is what it is. Michigan, not all system plays can win. Hey, not all system plays can win. I'm not hung up on it. That makes the system plays 14-9 so far this year, with ranked versus unranked when it's a 4.5 point spread or better. Obviously, there's no system plays today because I believe there's one ranked team playing today, and it's a 10.5 point spread, 11.5 point spread, and actually lean towards them today. So no system play today. So we'll
There'll be plenty tomorrow, though.
There'll be plenty tomorrow. Trust me. I'm waiting for the lines to come out because I've already got some eyed down. Utah Jazz. You know what? That one probably I should have thought more into. I was just following the hot hand with Utah. It is what it is. Kraken, loser. Toronto. Nice win with Toronto last night, Nick. Washington. The Huskies in basketball. Winner by 2 points in that one. Here's how the NBA has been going for me, Nick, and here's why it's kind of been struggling. I got Indiana, +7.5. Fantastic. Love it. I had the over 248. It finished at 247. They went off in the first half. We had 65 points in the first quarter. We had 62 points in the second quarter. Great start. Then 59 or 61 in the third, and then a lackluster 59 in the fourth, and I needed one more point. And then we ended the night with 3 winners: Bakersfield, Santa Clara, Gonzaga. Very, very nice. I am happy about it. And one play that I'll mention, because it is an American Conference play, shout out to Davis Hexel with the reverse jinx. Tim Earle, what happened? USF pick blowout. That was halfway through the first half. Can I get my I'm all of a sudden really dark now. Shout out to him for the reverse jinx, because South Florida outright winner yesterday in Memphis as a 11-point dog. So things you love to see. I figure I'd throw that one out there. Really, really happy with today. With yesterday. Ready to make it another good day today. We already have 3 college basketball plays. They are up on the site. And I'll Nick, if you can put in your hockey plays for today, I'll put up the plays up. I'll put up the plays for member only in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go say hi to the chat now. What's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. Show some appreciation. Subscribe and share. Timmy, you know the rest of the saying. Yes, NBA today. Yesterday in college basketball sucked. No, it was a great day in college basketball. So many faves either losing straight up or not covering in college basketball. Shaking my head. I cashed on Washington plus 12. Oklahoma City minus. Yeah, I was on the opposite side of that. Oklahoma City. And the over in the T-Wolves game. Minus. Didn't touch the Chicago game. Only loser Sacramento. Minus. They lost straight up to Indy. Yeah, I had Indy in that game. And was it the first game with Mr. Pascal Siakam? Did he play last? I honestly didn't even look at the numbers last night. I just saw that they won and the spread didn't cover. He did not. He was not part of the team yesterday. I believe he will make his debut today, but I could be wrong. Pascal Siakam game time decision, so we'll see. Yo, what's up, Markel? Back-to-back shutouts for the Sabres. First time since 2019 in October. I will say I started looking up how many teams have back-to-back shutouts this year. I came up with the Coyotes, who did it to the Sharks and the Sabres. And who else came up? Who else did I?
Lightning,
who did it to the Carolina Hurricanes and the San Jose Sharks. So the Sharks were involved in all three back-to-back shutouts this year. If anybody knows of any other teams that have back-to-back shutouts, let me know in the chat, please. 0-1 Jazz, but I'm not worried about it. It happens. $100 on the line to any person on here on Earle Sports Bets. If the Sabres didn't get 2 points, make it a 3-0 final. I will say I'm sorry to everybody in the chat, but go Sabres. Worth it. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Untouchable. The only fun thing was the Blues game live was a sweat-free, never in doubt. Anytime goal scorer Walker and Yoshi. Nice. Hello, we got our butts kicked, but it was nice of Yoshi to get a hat trick. Seeing one live, always special. Oh, he's at the game yesterday. Awesome, dude.
Oh, she got a hat trick against his former team.
Oh, my God. How do we miss that? Nashville in the under.
Because he's played so long with the Capitals that we forgot he was a Blue.
Okay. Nashville in the under, Boston in the over, Edmonton in the under were small, nice small game parlay, same game parlay winners. I said Boston puck line yesterday. I'm mad that I didn't actually bet it. Two-legger, Lightning puck line, and the Sabres puck line. Get it, Fernando. Sabres puck line was free because the Hawks suck.
Now the Hawks are on a back-to-back tonight, which we'll get into. Which that game is
Hawks money line.
They have Mrazek in that, so they're more alive than when they save the better goaltender for the better team. So
let's go Islanders. By the way, I got to pull it up because it didn't let me look at it yesterday. Deserve to win-o-meter. I want to see what the actual because I watched that game. Soderblom was good. I know that sounds crazy. Soderblom looked
2.48 to 2.02. So
yeah, so he was better. No, I guess not, right?
He was below average.
I thought he did a lot because did any of them come on the power play? I don't think any goals came on the power play. Although both teams had 16 power plays, which was kind of funny to see. And real quick, I know it's the Sabres game, whatever. Did you see the Dahlin penalty?
I did not watch a second of that game.
So Dahlin's power play penalty was ending. He was about to get out of the box. The puck was coming towards it. He touched the puck while his feet were still in the box, and that was a bench interference. So he ended up getting another 2 minutes in the box.
And they didn't do anything, so it doesn't matter.
No. I believe how many penalties did the Blackhawks, because the Blackhawks had like 5 power plays or something like that. Both teams,
offensively, they're not a good team right now, and I like the under in the Islanders Blackhawks game today, and we'll get into that once we.
The Sabres had 5 power plays, and the Blackhawks had 6 power plays. Not 6 power plays. Granted, they had 5. It was 5-4 because one of them was 2 players getting roughing calls with 10 seconds to go in the game. But nobody's. Oh, sorry. Darlene scored on the power play. That's right. The third goal was a power play. Anyways, thinking of fading the Trailer Park champion tomorrow. Drusik by decision.
Duplessis.
Good luck, dude. I don't do
Duplessis. Yeah, I've heard so much love for him. I kind of want to put a couple bucks on Sean Strickland just because I've heard everybody on the opposite side.
Okay. Well, let's head to this game, Nick.
Love this game.
Me too.
Absolutely love this game, and I would like to have more money on this game. I've already bet one thing in this game. I'm actually, as we're speaking, locking down a second. So write that down real quick. All right, cool. We have the Minnesota Wild and the Florida Panthers in this game. We have the Panthers around minus 190 favorites, total of 6 in this game. Let's get the line history up here. This line opened up Florida at 182. It's up to a 190. So we've had a 9-cent line movement towards the Florida Panthers. The line opened up at a 6 at minus 120. It's now a 6 at minus 110. So you have a move towards the under, and you have a move towards Florida move towards the under in this game. Yeah, slight move towards the under, slightly move towards Florida in this game. We have 69% of the tickets, 52% of the cash on the over. Lines move towards the under, but it's only 3,000 tickets. I can care less. And we have 74% of the tickets, 57% of the cash on the Panthers, 72% of the tickets, 83% of the cash on their puck line. Now, when we look at this game here, I have this game projected 3.95 to 2.27. So I have them projected around minus 250, minus 270 range. The Florida Panthers. I've already played the Panthers minus 126. That is a play for me. I also just added Panthers team total over 3.5 at minus 115. I love the Panthers in this spot here today. When you look at these two teams, first of all, this will be Marc-Andre Fleury's. Let's start with this. The Wild are on a back-to-back right now. All right. Mm-hmm. Wild playing their second game in 2 nights. I want to see if NHL team. Let's see. Do they have? Yeah, they do have NHL. No, they do not have NHL on team rankings. Do they? They do not. Damn. I wanted to see what their record is on second half to back-to-back, the Minnesota Wild here. But with that being said, let's see. They lost 6-0 to the Coyotes in their last back-to-back. They lost 3-2 to Winnipeg. They won 4-3 in overtime against Boston. That was when Boston was struggling. They lose 4-3 to the Oilers. They lose in overtime against the Maple Leafs. That was in Sweden. They lose to the Sabres. They lose in a shootout to Washington. So this is a team that's won once, and now it's against Boston in overtime on back-to-backs this year. And when you look on the flip side here, they're on the back-to-back. They struggle on back-to-backs. This is Marc-Andre Fleury's first start since passing Patrick Waugh for second all-time in wins. He had the shutout in his last game, and after he got the shutout to pass Waugh, I want to badly fade him in this game. He's going to get lit up. And when we look on the opposite side here with the Florida Panthers, they've lost 3 games in a row. Those were tough luck losses. When you look at the advanced numbers, 3.42 to 2.41 against the Devils. They lose 4-1. 3.75 to 2.31 against the Ducks. They lose 5-4 in overtime. 3.16 to 1.88 against the Red Wings. They lose in overtime as well. They've lost back-to-back games in overtime here. Tough luck losers the last 3 games. I think that fixes itself tonight. I see a blowout win for the Panthers. I'm on the Panthers -1, -126. I'm on the Panthers team total over 3.5 at -115. Panthers are probably my favorite play of the day.
Bounce back spots are for good teams. And I really hope that Terry's not watching right now. The Wild are not a good team. I mean, and I know he'll end up making a comment about my Sabres. Neither are the Sabres. And when it comes to it, I know that you've advocated for it for a while now. The Panthers might be the best team in hockey right now. And I am on the Panthers puck line with you. I got it at +130. It was one of my plays that I gave out during Balling Out yesterday. So I do like the Panthers with you. I got them. I got their puck line. And when it comes to it, I don't think the Wild are inclined for a bounce back spot. So, sign me up for the Panthers today.
Yeah, this will be a fun massacre tonight. Back to the chat. Or do I need to do the chat?
Nope, I got it.
Okay.
Watch JJ Paterka's goal last night. Was behind the red line, off the goalie's mask in it. Yeah, no, I saw it. That was crazy. Brooklyn Nets +6.5. I am on the opposite side. I know hell's frozen over. I've bet the Lakers twice in a row. Warriors game postponed again. Yes, it is. Did you guys watch the weigh-ins? No. Panthers puck line and the over. Yes. Hey, Terry, your Wild suck. That's not nice. It's true, but it's not nice.
Yeah, just because it's true doesn't make it nice.
This is a get-right spot for the Panthers on their homestand. Panthers puck line. Sometimes you got to tell the truth. The Wild are
They are.
Hey, that's not nice, but it's true, but it's not nice. Let's keep rolling.
Yeah. This one's an interesting one. We have the New Jersey Devils at the Columbus Blue Jackets in this game. Blue Jacket or Devils -155 favorites, total 6.5 in this spot. And let's get into the line history here in this one here. We have this game opened up with the Devils as -155 favorites. It got up to a 165 at one point. It's back down to a 155. Line opened up at a 121 for the over 6.5. It's now a 126. So we've had a slight move towards the over and no move on the side. Looking at the game here, the cash flow here, only 2,700 tickets, 64% of the tickets, 89% of the cash on the Devils. Lines moved up towards the Devils, but then came back. 80% of the tickets, 89% of the cash on the over in this game, and it's moved slightly towards the over in this one here. And we cashed with the under in the Devils last game, and I kind of think until they get some of these players back, maybe Devils unders are worth looks. Especially now, I need Nico Dawes in net in order for me to want to pull the trigger on that. The thing is, on the opposite side, we've seen the Columbus Blue Jackets play overs. 3 of their last 4 games have gone over, and the only one that didn't go over is because they got shut out. So this one's a tricky spot. I have this game projected with Dawes and Merzlikins for the Devils -150. So I think this is pretty spot on. If they confirm Dawes, I'd be kind of interested in an over or an under in this game. I would like the over to get bet a little bit more. And if this hits a 7, I'll absolutely be on the under. If this hits a 7. But at the moment, it's a no play for me. I'm going to sit and wait, hope for a 7. If not, then I'll probably just stay off here. So
Columbus. I like Columbus in this game. It's not as much me liking Columbus. I still think that the Devils are overrated. And I know I say what you want. I still think they're overrated.
They are. I agree.
And they're overpriced. Now, granted, these two teams are the Columbus Blue Jackets is not a good team. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it and say, oh, they're a good team. No, they're not a good team. This is definitely a spot that they are a dog for a reason. I just feel like it should be a little bit of smaller dog. And we've seen the line drop because you can get the Blue Jackets around +130 area. They open up around 140. So and this would be a look towards the Columbus Blue Jackets for me. maybe a Jackets team total over could be an interesting spot.
If Vanacek, then yeah.
I do like Columbus in this one.
Also, if you want to take a look for maybe some bigger plus money, the draw in this game could be a decent look. Last time these two teams went to overtime in this game as well. And the Blue Jackets have needed more than regulation in 6 of their last 10 games. If they didn't need regulation, they lost by at least 3 goals, though. So,
or hear me out, Columbus puck line -1.5. Okay. What's up? What's up, guys? Decent hockey today. Yes, decent hockey game. 4 games. Blue Jackets first period lean over first full game, maybe a draw too. I cashed Strickland by decision in his last match.
Me too.
I will never fade him at +1,000. Now I will fade him at +1,000.
I remember that I cashed Strickland, and that was against Izzy.
Hey guys, you doing football today? No. There is no football today. Right? Am I crazy? Yeah, it starts tomorrow. Oh wow, the divisional games tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, they are tomorrow. I'm gonna be on the. I'll probably be on the Ravens and the Packers. That's probably where I'll be.
I kind of want to go over in the Ravens game and Packers. I see him storming out the octagon, pissed with another decision loss. Morning, Brad. How you doing? I took us +13. They were down like 20 at halftime. Could come back and won goodish. I should have taken the money line when they were down. USF. Yes, USF. Oh, okay. I got you now. US. Okay, I got you. Yes, that was fantastic last night. That was probably, besides the Sabres game, my favorite game of the night. To watch last night, because that was cool to see them come back. I have a play in this one, Nick.
I like this game. And I wanted to find a way to get on this game, and I'll probably find a way to get on this game. Let's get into it. Here, we have Carolina open up at a 185. It's up to a 201 now. So we've had a move towards Carolina in this game. Line opened up at a 102 for the over 6.5. It's now a -108 for the over 6.5. So we have a move towards the over. We have a move towards Carolina. 53% of the tickets, 88% of the cash is on the Red Wings. And we have 62% of the tickets, 90% of the cash on the over in this game as well. Taking a look at my projections for this game, I do have this one projected at 6.13 goals, but I do have the Red Wings projected pretty well in this game, to say the least. And I know exactly why. It's nothing crazy here. It's 2 words: Antti Raanta. I like to fade Raanta any way, shape, or form I can. Raanta should not be an NHL goaltender anymore. So far this season. Let me get up the numbers here for Raanta, because he's been if to say bad is putting it way too lightly. Now he's not confirmed yet. 9-6-2. It's only because he plays on a decent team that he has a winning record. 3.28 goals against, and this just tells you how bad Ranta's been. 3.28 goals against, which is not bad. 869 save percentage. So the Hurricanes in front of him, are doing a good job of making sure he doesn't see a lot of shots. The only problem is whenever he does see a shot, there's about a 13% chance that's going past him. You shoot 26 times at him, you're going to score a few goals. And I expect the Red Wings to do so in this game. I like Detroit at the plus money, and I like Detroit on the team total over. It's +175, and it's 2.5 -120. I'm doubling down on a couple teams today, and I'm doubling down by team total overs and money lines. And this is one of those spots. I did it with the Panthers. I'm going to do it with the Red Wings here. I have a feeling I'm going to do it in the next game as well, potentially, with a team total and a total, and it's not an over in the next game. But I'm on Detroit +175 in this game. I think they're a very live underdog, and Detroit team total over 2.5 at -120. Once again, I think they're a live underdog. Give me -120 to score 3 goals against Antti Raanta. Sign me up.
Okay. I'm on the opposite side. I'm on the Hurricanes, and I think we're going to see. Obviously, we haven't seen it yet, but you got Detroit coming off of a big win in Florida, coming off of a big win in Toronto. Eventually, one of these are going to be the stinker games for them, because we see this. They'll have good games, and then they'll go and they'll get blown out by Minnesota, or they'll lose 1-0 to Philadelphia, or they'll lose to the Ducks. I think they get blown out here. I will say I gave out the puck line on balling out for the Carolina Hurricanes. I think a better approach, and I can get plus 197 for this. 3-leg same game parlay, because I like Carolina. I think Carolina wins this game, so I take their money line, and I put that with Andrei Svechnikov and Sebastian Aho. And you know what? I got to add one more guy because he's really making a push for his All-Star game status. Seth Jarvis. You can get the 4 of those for plus 415. I think this is a good game for Carolina, Nick. I am not a believer in Detroit today. I think this is one of their stinker games. Now, if you want to come to Raleigh, we can go see this game, but
okay,
we can make Lenny jealous and go to a Red Wings game.
I don't have a Red Wings jersey.
Ah, damn. Okay, under we got new teammates. Bree is a Astro. Cool. Pasco makes his debut tonight. There you go. Taking the over. Yes. College basketball is good for you last night, Tim, but some stuff I needed didn't come through. Oh well. Dude, it happens. Man on dogs last night. Yeah. Most of the USA is on Detroit Cats to win the Super Bowl. Yes, that's one of the biggest liabilities for the sports books this year was the Detroit Lions. So
I think at this point in the season, I know you've been saying it for a while, but the Bills are my pick now to win the Super Bowl.
Man, Nick, I've only been saying that since right before they played the Kansas City Chiefs. So.
Yeah, but looking at the remaining teams, I liked a couple other teams, but looking at the remaining matchups and the remaining teams, I think the Bills are probably the best bet.
Yeah, I like the Bills. That Paterka goal is still not as funny as the Thompson game one. Yeah, I watched that one. I watched that one back. It was a slap shot by Thompson that broke his stick. The puck and the stick flew, both hit the thing, hit off the stick, went off of the goalie, skated into the goal. That was hilarious. Yeah, I watched that one back yesterday. Hurricanes should crush the Wings, yes. The Green Bay game, I could see going over, Tim. I don't know about Baltimore. The only reason why I say that is I feel like, well, it really depends. Actually, if you like Baltimore, you probably lean more towards the under. If you like Houston, you probably lean more towards the over. I don't know if I want to get involved in that Baltimore-Houston game. I think the spread is too wide. It would be a lean towards Houston for me with the points. I think Baltimore wins the game, but I don't know if they win by double digits. That's why I like the over. Fair. Damn, just logged into my MGM and come out to find I made a couple of bills yesterday. Nice. Niners. No. We had hot dogs last night. I had pizza. So there you go. I win. Anyways, let's keep rolling. We got one more hockey game, Nick.
Yeah, this one absolutely boggles my mind. Let's get into it here. The New York Islanders and the Chicago Blackhawks. And there we go. Oh, I just hit refresh. Why? Oh, great. Okay. I'm trying to get the line up for this game, and the site I just used crashed. Cool. Let's see if I can get this line history up at all. We'll go to the cash flow first, where we have 87% of the tickets and 78% of the cash is on the Islanders. 86% of the tickets are on the under in this game. I do not have the line history, which is extremely frustrating. We'll go over to BetStamp now, and we will look up the line history in this game on Pinnacle, and that's how we'll use this for right now. Line history on Pinnacle, where this line opened up with the Islanders as minus 234 favorites. They're now minus 242, so we have a move towards the Islanders in this game. This line opened up at a 6 at plus 105 to the over. It is still a 6 plus 105 to the over. It did get down to a 5.5 at one point. And when you look at this game, pretty plain and simple for me, even with Appleby projected in this game potentially, I have this game projected at a 5.6. Now, if we want to throw Sorokin in there, let me get Sorokin's numbers, which will help the under cause a little bit, but not overly too much. It would be about a 5.5 with Sorokin in. And the Islanders being minus 240 favorites. Now, I understand the Blackhawks are on a back-to-back and all that. The Islanders should not be laying minus 240 to anybody right now, on the road especially here. And when I look back at the recent matchups between these teams, now the Islanders, the last two games have covered the puck line against the Chicago Blackhawks. But they have not exceeded their team total over. In fact, in the last 8 meetings against the Chicago Blackhawks, the Islanders have managed to score 4 or more goals once. Now, this is a different Islanders team. They haven't played them with Horvat yet. They haven't played them with the better power play that they have this year and all that. And this is probably the worst Blackhawks team we've seen in a very long time. But it is Mrazek, who's been pretty good this year. I like the under in this game. And not only do I like the under in this game, I like the Islanders team total under at 3.5 at minus 115. I'm going to move on both those there. So I'm going to be on 3 games today, but I'm going to be on 2 plays each on those 3 games. So I'm going to have 2 units each on these games. But hey, let's hope these go right. I'm going to be on the Islanders team total under 3.5 minus 115. I'm going to be on the full game under 6 at minus 120.
I got 1 play for this game, and that's just my Horvat Barzell point parlay. And it's plus 104. I'm not really. We just saw the Chicago Blackhawks play last night. Played a kind of a hard-fought game for a while. A tight competitive game. I know it didn't look as much, but it was a tight competitive game. And now they have to travel back home and play the Islanders. Keep in mind, this is still – and the Blackhawks had to leave Buffalo last night, which there's still some weather problems there, so they probably didn't leave until later on at night. So this is probably a very bad spot for the Blackhawks. For me, I could easily see this game ending 1-0.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely could end 1-0.
What? Ready? Here's exact score, 0-0 in regulation.
The draw.
And then Horvat wins the game in overtime.
I could see here. Let me look up.
That's my bold take for tonight's game. There you go.
Is this game finishes 0-0?
This game finishes 0-0.
That wouldn't shock me at all. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be able to find your exact score in regulation 0-0. For the first period, that's probably chalked. But let's see. You can get exact goals scored in regulation time. 0, 100-1. For no goals to be scored in all of regulation.
Hold on. How about goal scorers? None. It ends in a 0-0 in a shootout. Or ends 1-0 in a shootout.
So that would be, yeah. And the Islanders
that would be Islander hockey right there.
That would be previous year's Islander hockey, but hey, this is more of a Blackhawks under too, because they've been playing a lot. They've been playing more defensively. With Bedard out, with Hall out, with all their offensive weapons out, they've been playing a lot more defensive hockey. So,
Blackhawks first period over and draw. No. We're sitting here saying they might not score. Easy Blackhawks money. Easy, Nick. It's easy Blackhawks money line. Are you gonna be? I'm not gonna be doing game time decision, Nickel. What? Blackhawks should easily cover the safer plus 1.5. They should. Yes, it would be leaning towards Blackhawks plus 1.5.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Blackhawks just got a masterclass by the best New York hockey team. They got to bounce back.
No.
LOL. That's the old Islanders team. They get scored or get scored on too much. I don't see it tonight. Plus, I believe this is a second leg of a back-to-back for the Islanders, right?
This is the fourth straight day we've talked about the Blackhawks. This is a third game in 4 days for them.
Yeah. Sorry, the Islanders don't play tomorrow. Their next game is at home against the Stars. Ooh, Nick, Sunday, 5 o'clock, Carolina versus Minnesota in Carolina. Do you want to go to the
hard pass?
Oh, come on, let's go. Come on, I want to go see the Wild.
I have better things to do.
That's true. I gotta go.
Literally,
I gotta go do my taxes. That sounds more fun.
I gotta wash my hair.
Anyways, let's can't come back to the Blackhawks. Yeah, no, I can't do it. Let's head over to the main event, which
main event. We just talked about
biggest game of the day.
Oh, yeah, the marquee matchup of the day.
Wow, this line, I got a bad line on this one too. See, this
really
this
line keeps moving. It opened up at a 3. It's up to a 4.5. Is there something I'm missing here? Line opened up at a 232.5. It's up to a 235.5. So a move towards the over and a move towards the Hornets.
I got 236.5 as the total. Last night when I put it up on the site.
Yeah, we have 43% of the tickets, 97% of the cash coming in on the under. Yet the line's moving up.
There it is.
86.
No Victor Wembanyama tonight.
All right, 73% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the Hornets as well. No Victor Wembanyama. Okay. Because I was going to say, I see a lot of value here with these Spurs, especially with it being up to a 4.5 now. And with Wembanyama being out, that makes me like the Spurs even more. Because, I mean, this is still – are you trusting the Hornets to lay 4.5 points here?
No, I'm not touching the Spurs.
My bad. Do you trust the Hornets laying 4.5 points as a public side? 73% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the Hornets spread. Granted, it's gone from a 3 to a 4.5, but it's still a public side. Especially people going to bet them now seeing Wembanyama out. I have absolutely no interest in the in the Hornets in this game. It would be Spurs or nothing. But then you're asking a team who's 4-17 on the road to win a game on the road. And these two teams just played a week ago, and the Spurs blew them out 135-99. So, and that was in San Antonio. I have no interest in this game the more and more I look at it, but I'm not laying 4.5 points on a team that's lost 6 straight and 9 of their last 10 and covered in 2 of them. So that's a hard pass for me. I wanted to back the Spurs in this game. No Wemby is probably going to take me off of that because who else does this team have? But I have no interest in the Hornets.
I'm a little annoyed because I have the over 236.5, and then Victor Wembanyama gets ruled out. I still think I still kind of like the over. And the only reason why I'm saying that is Victor Wembanyama, yeah, he was good offensively. He was also one of the better defenders in the league right now.
He's a great shot blocker.
Yeah, he's very good defensively, which could, and without another big guy in the middle, they're going to have to play smaller. You know what the smaller means, Nick?
More points.
Faster, more points. More pace. So, no, I like the over in this game for the Spurs Hornets.
I forgot. So would that mean maybe Spurs team total over?
I don't know.
That could be an interesting look. I'm passing on the game, but lean towards the Spurs.
Laughing. Yeah, best part of the show.
Oh, by the way, one more thing I have to mention with the Spurs game.
Stop it. Get some help.
What an awesome game. You guys should go live. Which one? Hornets game in Charlotte or the Wild?
Yeah, we'll be live tonight. Nerd Talk, 6:45.
Have fun. Over 2.5 rounds at -110 is a decent look for the Strickland fight.
I'm not betting UFC.
Islanders just are going to score.
Yeah, they can score 1, 2, or 3 goals.
I lean Charlotte and San Antonio over with or without Wemby. Yeah. If Yamanada is out, Yama, I got you. I'm on Hornets. Pelicans money line. Yes, I like the Pelicans. Lakers first half. I like the Lakers in general. Spurs got wrecked last game, but not interested in the Hornets at all. No. Under. No. Xavier. Yes. Quinnipiac. Yes. Road Warriors game postponed. Good for the Warriors. Less losses. Lona today. Who's Lona? Lona. Oh, I own it today. I didn't bet it. What's up, my guys? Got Hornets. The Hornets got Philly tomorrow. Sprinkle on the Hornets, but ultimate pass. Kent State.
They got to look ahead, too. I mean, who do you care more about, the Spurs or the Sixers?
Sixers.
But on the flip side, sorry to interrupt, but on the flip side of that argument, maybe this is the game that the Hornets show up for because they see a back-to-back and they're like, we have to beat the Spurs if we want to win in the next 2 days.
Yeah. Kent State, I lean Kent State. It was almost a system-esque type of play. The fact that a 13-14 is a 1.5-point favorite, they've won 9 out of 10, and they're going up against Kent State, who's 9-8, and it's a 1.5-point spread. Kind of lean towards Kent State for me, but the MAC is kind of weird with that, so I don't know. Spurs lose to the Hornets, and then beat the Wizards tomorrow. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't. Boston undefeated at home, but I think I still lean Nuggets. I'm sure Boston remains undefeated at home. I mean, they're 20-0. There's no way they lose at home. They're going to go undefeated at home the entire year. No way they lose a game at home. Pels. Yes,
I would like to move on the Pelicans. Yeah.
Boston Denver could be a preview of the finals, but I'm not going to count out my Bucks and Road Warriors. The Bucks I can see. The Warriors aren't even going to make the playoffs. I like the Fakers tonight. Them boys don't lose at home. I 100% agree with you. Hell's freezing over. I've bet the Lakers twice in a row. Let's go to this game, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Philadelphia 76ers. They're 5.5-point road favorites against the Orlando Magic. Total 223 in this game. Just typing up my NHL card for my Cappit. There we go. Let's take a look here at the line history in this spot where it opened up with Orlando or with the Sixers. If this will click, please. Please. I would like the line history for this game, please. Or not. There we go. Line opened up at a 5. It got up to a 5.5. It's back down to a 5. Line opened up at a 223.5. It's down to a 223. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game. 38% of the tickets, 72% of the cash is on the under. The line's moved a half point towards the under. Makes sense. We had 77% of the tickets and 63% of the cash is on the Sixers. The line's moved from a 5 to a 5.5, back down to a 5. So we've had a little bit of buyback there once it hit 5.5. Let's take a look at the my projections for this game, which have the Magic at a 2.5-point dog. So I see value on the home dog in this game in this spot. We see the Sixers are kind of public here in this game. 77% of the tickets, 63% of the cash. The line's not really moved. It moved a half point, but then it's been buyback, even though it looks like the public on the Sixers laying the points here in this spot. We know that the Magic, they're good at home, 13-5 at home this year, and they're 12-5 ATS at home this year. Or 12-5-1. Now the Sixers have won 9 of the last 10 meetings between these two teams. The Orlando Magic coming in off of a loss, but they covered against the Atlanta Hawks. This is their first game back off of a 4-game road trip. Granted, the road trip did not take them very far. Miami, OKC, New York, Atlanta. So they didn't have much to travel back to Orlando here. This is the first game of a road trip off of a very successful home stand for the 76ers. They've had a couple days off, but they beat Sacramento 112-93. They beat Houston 124-115, and they beat the Nuggets in the last game of that homestand 126-121. I like the Magic in this game a little bit, getting the points here in this spot at 5.5. Actually, it's down to a 5, which makes me feel a little bit even better about this that the line dropped, even though the public's on the Magic. I see value in the Magic. I'm going to move on the Magic here. Whoa! It's Magic plus 5 and plus 175 here for me.
I kind of leaned Magic. This team has just been a little bit lackluster lately. They've lost 4 out of their last 5. It's just going to be, this one's going to be a stay away spot for me. You do have the Sixers, who are coming off probably their best win of the year against the defending champs. And I do think this could be kind of a letdown spot for them after a successful homestead. But I'm not going to be going after this one. It should be a good game though. Should be a good game, but this one's going to end up being a pass.
Yeah, and if there's anywhere you want to bet against the Sixers, it's on the road. They're 10-7 on the road compared to 16-6 at home.
All right, who are the Pistons playing tomorrow? The Bucks.
Good God.
At home, at least. Just 2 coffee bets on Detroit sucks at basketball, NBA, and college basketball. Do they play tomorrow?
Detroit Mercy? Absolutely, they do. 140-something games.
Let's look. Detroit Mercy is against Youngstown. Detroit Mercy. Oh, that's right. They end up losing to Robert Morris in overtime. Detroit Mercy has still yet to win a game in college basketball this year. They are 0-19. I'm guessing they are one of 2 teams that have not won a game yet.
Mississippi Valley is the other one.
Mississippi Valley is the other team that has not won a game yet.
Mississippi Valley would not be a home favorite over anybody.
That is correct. I'm just going to confirm that they're the only team that has not won a game yet. I'm pretty sure everybody else has besides Mississippi Valley and Detroit Mercy. It is kind of late in the season for a team not to have wins. I mean, even IUPUI has wins. So
they played Div 2 schools and Div 3 schools, but yeah.
They still have wins.
Including a win last game as 17-point underdogs outright on the road against IFPW.
Correct. That was crazy. Yeah, Mississippi Valley State and Detroit Mercy, the only 2 teams. The next worst team plays today, and that's Stonehill. And I like Stonehill. Sixers will take this game seriously, more serious than the Hornets tomorrow. Could be. Stonehill and the Rams. I kind of lean Stonehill, and you like the Rams, so who is that?
VCU?
VCU or Colorado State? Which one? Both of them play today. VCU or Colorado State? You let me know. Lean Philly in the under. You guys already go over the Pacers game? Yes. I see Siakam is supposed to be suiting up for the first time. Yes, I am. Don't just kill IFPUI. They beat IFPW. I know we were on IFPW that day, but we're still doing just fine in college basketball. All right, Nick. Here is the NBA Finals preview.
Weird. This is not the Knicks and the T-Wolves, but okay.
Yes, a Minnesota team and a New York team are going to the finals. You nailed that one, Nick.
Yeah, just you're welcome. Just letting you know who is going to be in advance. But yeah, let's get into it here. We have the Denver Nuggets. They're at the Boston Celtics in this game. This line kind of confused me because we have the Celtics as 7-point favorites in this game. Total of 234 in this spot. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here, where this game opened up with the Nuggets here as 5.5-point dogs. It has gone to 6, 6.5. Now it's up to a 7. Line opened up at a 234. It's still a 234 in this game. Taking a look at the cash flow in this game, 59% of the tickets, 90% of the cash is on the Celtics. 15,000 tickets, sufficient sample size there. So big bets coming in on the Celtics. The lines moved accordingly. 81% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the over in this game as well. The line's not moved at all. As for the total, I have the Celtics around a 6.5, 7-point favorite in this game. So I think this line's about right. And if this was still a 5.5, I would lean Boston in this game. Boston, they are obviously undefeated at home, but they're only 13-7 ATS at home. And these two teams played on January 1st, 18 days ago. And the Nuggets not only won, but they won by double digits as dogs.
I'm sorry, what?
Nope, that was last year. Never mind. I saw January 1st, and then I saw it was 23. So they haven't played in over a year. My bad.
I was about to say, we have not played the Celtics this year.
I apologize. Yes. I have no interest in this game at all. This is probably one where if you like the NBA, you can sit back, watch, and enjoy it. I will not watch a second of this game. This game will not exist to me.
I will. I'll have this game on my monitor as I'm going over Saturday college basketball numbers. I like the Nuggets. Unfortunately, I got them at a 5.5. They're up to a 7. That means it's a loser. But I feel like this is a bounce back spot for the Nuggets after the MVP versus Embiid game in Philadelphia. And I feel like 6.5, 7 points is way too many. Unfortunately, I got 5.5, so whatever. And I think that the Nuggets are live. The Celtics are not going to win every single game at home this year. It's not going to happen. Although they are fantastic, they are 20-0 at home this year. They will eventually lose games at home. I think the Nuggets are 100% live in this game. I have them personally today, plus 5.5.
Sure.
Colorado State. Okay. Colorado State's finally not ranked anymore. 9-1 at home. I don't know. I feel like that 7.5 might be a little bit too high because I've been on UNLV a bunch this year, so I kind of like the Billiken spread. Oh, it's St. Louis. I don't know about that one. I didn't bet it, so good luck to you. Nuggets first half, yes. Nuggets plus 7, yes. I lean Celtics third quarter because the Nuggets start slow after halftime. Yeah. Pistons and Titans shake my head. Being born and raised in Detroit, get it, dude, get it. I do like this game too, Nick.
Yeah, this is one I would like to get involved with. We have the Phoenix Suns and the New Orleans Pelicans. New Orleans 1.5 point favorites, total 237 in this game. This line opened up at a 2, down to a 1.5, so it's moved slightly towards the Suns. Line opened up at a 235. It's up to a 237, so it's moved slightly towards the over, or it's moved towards the over as well. We have 54% of the tickets, 79% of the cashes on the Pelicans. The Lions moved slightly towards the Suns, which is interesting. 29% of tickets, 79% of the cash on the under in this game. I would like to move on the Pelicans in this game. The line movement does make me a little nervous. I do have the Parleys as a 6-point favorite in this game, and I can get them at minus 125 on the money line. I like them in this spot. The Pelicans have been a team I feel like I've bet on them a few times this year. They're 13-8 at home. They're coming in off a winning cover against the Charlotte Hornets. That was their little bounce back after losing as 5-point favorites outright to the Mavericks. And when you look at the Suns team, they are a team that I would like to bet against, especially away, or actually more in Phoenix. They're 10-7 on the road, but they're 11-11 at home. They're coming in off of a 119-117 win, but no cover against the Sacramento Kings. Previous to that, then when they played decent competition, they lose to the Clippers by 27 points. They lose to the Grizzlies, which I believe that was one of the games that who do you call it was in? That John Morant was in, right?
Sounds right.
And then so on the flip side, the Parleys have been playing pretty good as of late. Their only losses were in Dallas, in Denver, and at home against the Clippers. I would like to back the Parleys in this spot. I'm going to back them here minus 125 money line. Yep,
I'm on the Pelicans as well. This is more of a fate of the Suns, if anything. But the Suns are one of the worst teams covering the spread this year. And you look at it, Yeah, you look at the top teams. Philly, Orlando, Oklahoma City, Utah. They look great. And then, Pelicans number 6 in terms of covering the spread this year. Bottom teams, you're making more money if you're fading these teams every game. Atlanta on the spread, fade them every game, and you would be hitting at 75%. Next one, Phoenix. Phoenix has 14-25-1 against the spread. That is 35.9%. Gross. And then Charlotte, Milwaukee, and Memphis are your bottom 5. I do like the Pelicans in this game. I think I got a -1.5. You know, like that.
Yeah, that's what they've been. Yeah.
No, I didn't know whether or not I grabbed the. I got them 2. I got a -2, but I still like it.
Sure.
I got the Nuggets 6 and a hook. Yes. Denver and Boston haven't played yet this year. Yeah, we figured that.
Yeah, I read it wrong. I apologize.
I think Pelicans in the over. Yes. All this Nuggets talk makes me hungry. Oh, no, I'm hungry. Anyways, Pelicans. Yes. Xavier. Yes. Celtics until they lose. No. Let's go to one of the teams I just mentioned as one of the worst covering teams, although I'm not touching this game.
Yeah, it's your other favorite team, though. It's the Miami Heat. We have the Heat as 6.5-point favorites in this game. Total of 227 in this spot. Let's take a look here. This line's actually moved to it opened up at a 5.5, so now it's up to a 6.5. So it moved towards Miami. Line opened up at a 234 and it's plummeted down to a 226. An 8-point line movement towards the under in this game. That's crazy. I would like to know if there is any injury news to make that.
It's the Miami Heat. They always have question marks all along the board. That's why I don't bet their games.
Fair enough. Yeah, we have 62% of tickets, 53% of the cash on the over. I wonder how much of that over money is coming in at the 226 number, 227 number, rather than the 234 number. And then we have 67% of the tickets and 70% of the cash on the Heat. And the lines move towards the Heat. I have slight value on the plus 6.5 here with the Hawks. I have them around 4.5, 5 range. Is this something I want to get involved with? No. Do I want to be betting on the Hawks? Also no. Pass.
Yeah, Heat are kind of a mediocre team against the spread. Hawks are the worst team. I just mentioned that. I don't touch Heat games, so I'm just going to make this one really quick and easy. I pass on this game. I have plays on the last 2.
Fair.
Calvin, I agree. I'm on the Lakers today. Let's talk about this one, Nick. The debut of Mr. Pascal Siakam.
Yeah. The question is whether or not you want to back or fade it today, and let's get into it. Neither. Yeah. Pacers -5, total of 238 in this game. This is a game I really don't have too much interest in, but let's get into it. Line open up at a 5. It's still a 5. Line open up at a 238. It's up to a 238.5. So a slight move towards the over here in this game. No move on the side. 55% of the tickets are on the under, but 53% of cash is on the over. So the bigger bets coming in on the over here in the spot. Slight move towards the over. 72% of the tickets, 81% of the cash is on the Pacers in this game. And for once, my numbers actually lean away from the Blazers. Imagine that. I don't have to bet the Blazers today. I have this game projected at a 6.5. I really don't have too much of an interest in this game at all. Maybe a slight lean towards an over if you had to bet the game, but not one I'm going to get involved with. This is a pass for me in this one.
I'm on the same page. Well, no, sorry. I do like a total in this game, not a side. I like the over. Shocker, I know. But I realize, yes, this has been a team that's gone under as of lately. And if they go under again today, it'll be the end of blindly betting the Pacers overs. So I will mention that because I've lost a little bit on the overs. It's still profitable, but it's not as profitable anymore. I will be taking the over tonight. We'll see how Pascal Siakam affects this Pacers team. I think he'll affect him in a positive way, offensively, and probably a little bit more positively defensively. But I am going to be taking the over in the Pacer game. And if they lose, if it loses, it'll be done.
Fair. Oh, you're going to retire Pacer overs if it loses tonight?
I'll retire blindly betting Pacer overs.
Fair enough. Wow.
Heat money line. No. They're a 7-point favorite. Why are you betting the money line? So you're betting the okay, so Celtics money line, Laker money line. No, why are we betting money lines like that? Eileen Pacers, Siakam to prove his worth type game. Maybe that's next game. Who do they play next game? On Sunday they get the Suns in Phoenix. I think that would be the step it up game. Lean leaning Blazers money line, sure. Pacers win by 6 or more. More than 6? Question mark? Maybe.
That's asking.
Indy over lean but pass. If Pacers incorporate Siakam well, they might have a chance at moving ahead. They had no big man. I think that put the Pacers as a legit contender to win the East. So, and they didn't give up any this year's talent. Blazers did beat the Nets, so maybe they're a win streak with the new guy. I don't know. Purple and gold, baby, and the Heat. Good luck. I will say I will be on your purple and gold, though. For this one, Nick.
Yeah, we have the LA Lakers hosting the Brooklyn Nets. The Lakers 7-point favorites here in this game. Now we're finally starting to see the markets put some respect on the Lakers name. Maybe a little bit too much respect. Well, let's get into it here. Line opened up at a 7, got down to a 6.5, and it's back to a 7. Line opened up at a 228, it's down to a 227.5. So we've moved towards the under. Really no move on the side. 77% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the Lakers. The line is not moved. And then we have 46% of the tickets are on the under, and 58% of the cash is on the under, and the line's moved slightly towards the under in this game here. I have the Lakers as a 5-point favorite in this game. So it's a slight lean towards Brooklyn for me if I had to bet the side in this one. But I'll stick to just the Magic and the Pelicans on the NBA card. I'm fine with that.
Hell is freezing over. I bet the Lakers twice in a row. This is a team. It's a combination of two things. Lakers winning at home, and they've been winning at home a lot lately. And the Nets don't like covering spreads anymore. They've covered one spread this calendar year in, 8 games? 7 games. And since they went on a very good streak in terms of covering, they are now equal 500 covering the spread this year. I know it's gross. I know I don't do it often. I'm doing it twice in a row. Give me the Lakers.
Fair.
Good. All right. Lakers -6. Yes. Celtics -3. You got a 3? It's up to a 7. You're probably going to win that bet. Pacers -5. I don't know about the Pacers. No respect for the old Lakers. At home, I do. On the road, I don't. Thanks to the Lakers. Yeah. Okay. That is all the games for today, Nick. We'll go ahead and do a little bit of recapping and everything before we head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. Above Nick's head. I actually posted on TikTok and on Instagram today, so I got to start doing that a little bit more. I'll be doing that during shows when Nick's breaking down games. And then if you guys are interested in becoming a member of the channel, once Nick puts up the hockey plays, I have all the other plays tracked. I'll be screenshotting that, and I'll be putting that up on the site after the show. All right, it looks like you put up at least
put up one. I have 2 more I have to put up.
Okay, sounds good. I don't like that play, but whatever. All of that will be up there. Recap, I don't really have much for hockey. I don't really break down hockey stuff in terms of my things. I like the over in the Spurs game. I like the Nuggets. I like the Pelicans. The over in the Pacers and the Lakers tonight. Nick?
Yeah, I have Panthers -1. Panthers team total over 3.5. Looking for them to take care of business against the Wild tonight. Red Wings +175 and team total over 2.5. I like them against Ronta and the Hurricanes to at least get 3 goals. If they get 3 goals, I'll break even. If they can win and score 3 goals, that'd be beautiful. And then an under to end the night. The Islanders team total under 3.5 and the full game under 6 in this spot. That's kind of the way I'm going to go after that. And in the NBA card, the Magic +5, the Magic +175, and the New Orleans Pelicans -125.
There you go. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow with another one. Peace out, guys.